In the grand theatre of European geopolitics, Belarus and Poland stand as two actors playing remarkably different roles, each steeped in an intricate blend of history, ideology, and ambition. What happens when you peel back the layers of these neighboring nations, each with a narrative soaked in drama, tragedy, and occasional triumph? This isn't just a tale of two countries, it's a saga that reveals the pulsating heart and often clenched fist of Eastern Europe. The tapestry of Eastern European history is rich and complex, with Belarus and Poland both playing pivotal roles. Historically, both nations have experienced partitions, invasions, and occupations that have shaped their national identities and political landscapes. From the partitions of Poland to the Great Patriotic War's impact on Belarus, these events have left indelible marks. World War II and the subsequent Soviet domination have particularly defined the modern history of these nations. While Poland moved towards democratic reforms post-1989, Belarus maintained a path closer to its Soviet legacy. This historical divergence is key to understanding the current ideological and political differences between the two. Belarus is often described as Europe's last dictatorship, ruled by Alexander Lukashenko since 1994. The country's political environment is characterized by limited political freedoms and suppression of opposition. In contrast, Poland has embraced democratic governance, although recent years have seen a contentious tilt towards right-wing populism. These differences in political ideologies are not just academic, they influence daily life, from media freedom to public demonstrations. While Poles regularly engage in political debates and protests, such activities in Belarus are met with harsh governmental crackdowns. Economically, Poland is one of the success stories of post-communist Europe, with a diverse economy and significant foreign investment, bolstered by its EU membership. Belarus, meanwhile, has a state-dominated economy with heavy reliance on Russia for energy and economic subsidies. The economic strategies of both countries reflect their political and ideological orientations. Poland's integration into European markets contrasts sharply with Belarus's model, which echoes Soviet economic principles. This section explores these differences through the lens of GDP growth, unemployment rates, and industrial output. The social and cultural landscapes of Belarus and Poland are as varied as their political and economic systems. Poland's move to secularism contrasts with Belarus's stronger preservation of Orthodox Christianity. Additionally, while both nations share Slavic roots, their languages and cultural expressions have diverged significantly over the centuries. This part explores how these social and cultural differences manifest in everyday life, from education and language to religious practices and social norms. Understanding these aspects is crucial for grasping the broader cultural and social dynamics at play. On the international stage, Poland and Belarus occupy very different positions. Poland is an active member of the European Union and NATO, often taking stances that align with Western Europe and the United States. Belarus, under Lukashenko, has maintained closer ties with Russia, reflecting a more eastward geopolitical orientation. This section delves into how these relationships affect regional security, economic policies, and international diplomacy. It also examines the role of each country in broader regional conflicts and their alliances. Despite their shared borders, Belarus and Poland have markedly different military profiles. Poland's NATO membership ensures its defense strategy is closely aligned with Western military standards, while Belarus's military remains intertwined with Russian defense systems. This part compares the military capabilities of each country, including troop numbers, technological advancements, and defense spending. It also touches on historical and current military engagements and their implications for national security. The philosophical underpinnings of Belarusian and Polish societies have been shaped by a range of thinkers and ideologies. From the existential musings of Polish philosopher Krzysztof Kieślowski to the Marxist-Leninist foundations of modern Belarusian ideology, these influences permeate various aspects of life and governance. This section explores how these philosophical and ideological influences have shaped national policies, public discourse, and international perceptions. It also considers the role of intellectual traditions in fostering national identity and global engagement. Education and technology are pivotal arenas where the futures of nations are shaped. Poland's educational reforms and technological investments contrast with Belarus's more conservative approach, reflective of broader political and economic differences. This part examines the educational systems in both countries, their approach to technological innovation, and the impact of these factors on societal progress and international competitiveness. It also considers how these elements influence youth culture and future workforce capabilities. Environmental concerns present another area of divergence between Belarus and Poland. While Poland has faced criticism over deforestation and coal dependency, it has also made significant strides in renewable energy. Belarus's environmental policies, meanwhile, remain heavily influenced by industrial priorities and energy dependencies. This section provides an overview of each country's environmental challenges, policies, and practices. It compares their approaches to sustainability, conservation efforts, and international environmental agreements. From world-renowned musicians to Nobel laureates, Belarus and Poland have contributed significantly to global arts, science, and sports. Figures like Polish film director Andrzej Wajda and Belarusian Nobel Prize winner Svetlana Alexievich have brought international attention to their respective countries. This part highlights these cultural icons and their impact on the global stage. It explores how these individuals have shaped international perceptions of Belarus and Poland and contributed to their national pride and cultural heritage. In comparing Belarus and Poland, we see two nations carved from similar historical and geographical circumstances, but shaped into vastly different modern entities by their distinct paths through history, ideology, and ambition. This essay has not only juxtaposed their differences, but also highlighted the interconnectedness of their stories within the broader European narrative. As we look to the future, understanding these nations in relation to each other will remain crucial. Their ongoing developments and decisions will undoubtedly continue to influence not just their futures, but also the dynamics of the region and beyond. This comprehensive examination reveals the depth and complexity of Belarus and Poland's distinct paths, offering a microcosm of the broader challenges and opportunities facing Eastern Europe today. The divergences and parallels between these two nations serve as a poignant reminder of the historical legacies and contemporary forces shaping our world.